Brittany, what do the people say?
All right, we've got a couple questions for you this week, Jon.
All right.
Considering all the cuts and layoffs DOGE is implementing, especially as it affects veterans, what can ordinary people do to push back?
Oh, Jesus. Man, I so appreciate the question. And the frustration I always have is like that it's left to ordinary people. Like that's the part that makes me so mad that like our elected representatives are there. We send them to Washington so that we're, every time, the shit hits the fan with this, there's always that question of like, I liken it to like if you're at a basketball game and your team's just getting the shit kicked out of them. And in the timeout, the players just turn to to the crowd and go like, all right, you're in. And you're like, wait, I don't know how to play basketball. And they're like, I don't care. We're dying over here. Just get in there. So, I mean, look, what I would say is keep vigilant, stay on it. And when a task comes, but there has to be leadership in this that, ultimately, if this gets to, a veterans march on Washington, which they did do. And it was really, these are real people that throughout the country stood up and said, these cuts are hurting people. They're hurting us. And very little blip. It's very hard to break through. So there has to be what we learned during the fight for PACT Act or Zadroga or any of those things is it takes strategy and leadership from the top that is able to empower people to particular tasks. And that has to be, that plan has to be developed. But man, the fact that people are out there saying, what can we do, says there's a thirst for that leadership and for direction. And hopefully it will be provided because, the usual shit is call your congressman. But I can tell you, man, they ignore that shit unless it's really targeted and really specific to a certain date or action. And that date or action has not been articulated yet, but it will be. It has to be. And so that's where I would say, but
amen.
Yeah. Let's hope.